Okay, so here's my 198th attempt at trying to do this. I tried very hard on the Powtoons site, as you all know, who got text from me. And so I've resorted to this. Enjoy, since I can't do any animations, I thought I'd play How a Bill Becomes a Law behind my talking. So enjoy that while I talk. And we're off. So we had to read chapters 3 through 5 in To Teach. The first chapter, creating an environment for learning, I found to be very interesting because I work with two different types of teachers. Let me read this quote that I liked first. Environments, this is from the author, environments tell us what to do. When I began teaching, I used to take groups of kindergartners to the airports to watch the planes take off and land. Now, the concourse in any airport has a powerful message for all of us. Move this way, keep moving, move rapidly. But to a 5-year-old, the concourse says run. It took me 3 trips to realize that my instruction, stick together, hold hands, don't run, was trumped by the environment. I was literally overruled by the dominant environmental voice, run. So what I got from this was I have worked with 2 different types of teachers. One teacher, their room was very dull, very boring, and there weren't any pictures. It's a math teacher. There weren't any multiplication charts. There's nothing in the room. And his teaching kind of mimicked that, to whereas he was kind of boring and mundane. I also have worked with teachers where the classrooms are vibrant. There's pictures, there's mantras, there's quotes all over the room. And he kind of was a very dynamic teacher that got kids stimulated, got them kind of to engage. So as a first-year teacher and as a teacher period, where will we fall? My first go-to is I want to decorate the you-know-what out of my room. I want historical quotes, pictures, but is that going to be overstimulating? Is that going to be too much? And how will that affect my teaching, and how will that affect the learning process? So those are questions that I had. Chapter 4, building bridges. Now, this one was a little confusing to me. The quote that I liked from this was, 1, do not look backward on the finite shadows of the past. Instead, walk tall and proud into the unlimited expanse of the future. Sacrifice, the string is pulled back as the bow melts into my arm and the target into my eyes. It and I become one. The arrow is loosened and the wind takes it, caresses it, hands it to the bear. The bear gives me its meat and I eat it and become of its death. My life goes on. What I saw, or what I interpreted from this, was kind of, we as teachers are not just teaching our kids math, English, science. We are basically prepping them for their future. So I have a friend at my school who is amazing at this. He not only is teaching them English, they're lower income students, and so they're going to have a harder struggle than, say, those kids that have money at home and have these availabilities of resources, and he kind of teaches them how to get around that. And I think as teachers, we need to incorporate that somehow into our lessons. And that quote of, basically the bear took my arrow and it gave me its meat. Basically, we are the platform that they are going to leap off of, and we need to prepare them for that leap. So it was kind of confusing but interesting. 5th chapter is liberating the curriculum. Sorry. So I found this interesting. This was one of my favorite chapters so far, because this to me basically was saying, don't just resort to the curriculum. Don't just be okay with the books and texts that you're given. Look outside, like we've learned in other classes, kind of get a diverse text set so you're not just stuck in that hole of, just the classroom textbook. So, sorry, my cartoon ended. So that's how I saw that, is go outside of the box. Don't just be okay with the curriculum that we're given through the district or the school. Yes, we have to follow that, but add to it. And there was a quote in the book about adding kind of the accoutrements per se to a hamburger. Add stuff to it. The hamburger is the base and what we're given. And then the pickles, the Thousand Island, the relish, whatever you want to put on it is basically what we do to education to kind of make it more lively. I think I've gone way over, but hopefully you guys enjoyed that. And that's it. Happy Saturday, everybody.